The Lord Captain resolved to show leniency and merely asked for a report on the unit's progress. Captain Westy reported that his unit Foray had so far proceeded without incident, mystical or otherwise. He had found no survivors from the ship's crew, or bodies for that matter. However, the unit had encountered a problem. The passage leading to the deck section with the arsenal and the storage depot was seriously damaged, especially the power cube. Proceeding further will be dangerous. Logic. After consulting, he issued new orders for Wes's unit. Logic succeeded. Wes's unit headed off to carry out the orders while the rock trader and his team continued on. After spending several hours wandering down the dead pathway, Yoon-ho's unit and the rock trader reached the bridge of the fireball. The oppressive feeling had not dissipated. It was as though the bulkheads of the ship were steeped in the terror and pain of the people who have vanished without a trace from those decks. On their way there, the unit had found no signs of struggle or bodies of the crew, and that surrounded them to deepen their unease. After examining the bridge, the scout unit discovered that the captain's principal cogitator was still functional. The final entry was identical, a damage peaked, recording that no one in the unit was eager to view. Proximity to the cogitator was unsettling enough, and with each passing second remaining of the bridge was becoming more of willpower. Our captain took a risk and watched the recording. Succeed. The recording contained a message from Captain Nova Van Dyne. It was almost impossible to make anything out of the pict, only the captain's hand gripping the edge of the table and flashes of iridescent light. The captain was speaking crisply, almost calmly, but there was also short, almost inaudible breath, exactly what the rock trader's team had encountered when they first boarded the ship. And it even seemed that those sounds were coming not from the recording, but from the gloom-drenched corners of the bridge itself. Kiava Gamma has fallen. The fireball broke orbit from under fire from an unknown enemy and left the system, said Captain Van Dyne on recording, with the tone of an officer reporting to his survivors. We encountered pathological warp activity. The crew is reporting failures in the Geller field system. The ship is doomed. When I find this recording, I ask you to hold a prayer service for us all. I also ask you to take the family relics on the Van Dyne line from Kiava Gamma. The relics are stored. The captain then specified the location of the family unit in the access code. The recording ended. There was nothing left to do on the Christian. It was time to return to the shaft. A message came from the unit led by the seasoned, unflappable Grey Matina. The captain methodically reported all of the service bay sections her team had already examined. They found nothing of value. They had found no bodies. There had been no incidents, and the search was proceeding on. He was waiting for awareness. After distilling the salient points from listed areas that warranted more thorough search. After returning to the shuttle, nobody else received reports about Fireborn status. The tech priest who relentlessly pierced the wreckage with August's gaze insisted on curtailing the operation as soon as possible, fearing imminent destruction. There are also reports from other two units. The second unit has succeeded in moving through the danger zone and had returned to the shuttle with valuable payload taken from the dead ship's stores. Grey Material had explored the surface without incident and, not wasting any time, had marked valuable components for later disassembly and transfer to the rock trader ship. The units assembled at the shuttles and the Lord Captain gave the final order of his grim expedition. Honor the memory of Van Dyne and her crew. The last request of the fallen come to him be fulfilled. The improvised funeral began with a brief military salute, and the rock trader himself recited a prayer for the soul of just as any honest servant. Time was up. The scouting party turned to their ship. With one last look at the fire, the rock trader gave an order to fire upon the dead vessel at range, for that which was born in fire should also perish in fire. Nice. Nice. Let's go and see what the Hulk is. Oh, world. The riggers have detected wreckage of the white ship, but the exact nature is unclear. Continue. Can we? We cannot go here, right? Oh my god. Okay, give me a sec. Sorry for the break. To put the little one.
Lord Captain. Lord
We
Captain.
don't have anything. Yes. Let's see if we have anything to talk with anyone. Lord Captain, the ship informed me of your immediate meeting. Have the Vox spirits thought of anything brought anything interesting lately? No. That'll be all for now. It's pet. We paid again. Okay. Like why there isn't anything to talk?
Greetings.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
What does your special slide reveal?
Too many colors. The hues flicker and intersperse, merging into a single wave. It's about to crash. Forgive me, but I cannot satisfy your curiosity at this time. Perhaps later. I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Nothing to talk.
Rogue trader. You know where to find.
Nothing to talk yet. Okay.
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored without our little talk, Shireen? Is there a sweeter subject in the universe to discuss, Shireen? You have my full attention. Ask the rose if it likes to receive the kisses of the sun every morning. Ask the sand dune if it likes to feel the caressing and playful touch of the wind. Ask and hear my answer, Shireen. I can't say no to you, Shireen.
Okay. So that's the only thing I can. Okay. So it's like where is Heinrich? Ah, he's Heinrich.
To what do I owe this visit?
Okay. So it seems that we have nothing.
The Omniscient knows all. May your
Okay, it seems that there is nothing. Okay.
Of course. Always at...
Well, I think.
Hello, Talk.
So we have to go to the neighbors. We have to do this. Then there is these things here. How is it? Nervus malefictum. Omicron. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Nervus malefictum. You need to go somewhere. Where is Nervus malefictum? Ranak. This one, right? Okay, let's try and do this. What? That is... safe. Ah, this is where we have to go, right? Okay, the priceless left express pressure and second edition Imperial Arc Hammer of Redemption was hidden below the surface. In previous Tiger's side had the not found pieces of an arcade compass. Reasonably with vessels defenses, it would have remained in a bottomless camps, lost and deserved forgotten forever. The adeptus mechanicus studied ancient data archives and concluded that the vessel crashed about 300 years ago after an interstellar hoping to rescue the last of the colonists, the captain dispatched lifeboats to tragic fate. All the time they were not kind for the hammer. The crystal managed to salvage plenty of. This could have used that one. So, I think I know. We'll have to go here. Oh, transferring the weight shield areas. Okay, we had a damage. We can go here. World.